Good morning, everyone. Good morning again, guys. I'm coming to you to bring you this update. I pulled the full interview or the extended interview with Summer Wells' family, well, her mother and her father. I'm going to go ahead and play that for you right now. And then we're going to discuss the fact that the family all have criminal records. This includes an older brother that we just found out about. And let me play this.
I know she didn't walk away from this property by herself or off this yard by her swing. I feel in my heart that somebody has came up here and took her and lured her away from here. Me and my mother and her were planting flowers, and we went in after we got done washing our hands, and she got a piece of candy from grandma, and she wanted to go back over and see her brothers, and I said okay, and I walked her all the way over to the porch, and I watched her walk into the kitchen where the boys were watching TV.
Now, guys, when this first happened, the mother said that she and the grandmother was planting flowers, just like she just said. And Summer decided she wanted to go into the house to play with her toys. The brothers were supposed to be watching TV. And then Summer decided she wanted to go downstairs in the basement to play with her toys. And she just disappeared. Now she's saying she walked her all the way to the porch. And I'm going to tell you why she walked her to the porch. So let's just finish listening to this.
And I told the boys, I said, watch Summer, I'll be back. And within 2 minutes, I came back, and I asked the boys where their sister was, and they said, she went downstairs, mom, to play with her toys in the playroom. I said, okay. And I yelled downstairs for her a couple times, and I didn't get no answer, which was unusual because usually she always answers me. And so I went down there to check, and she was nowhere in sight. She was just gone. I don't go on walks around here or runs because I'm scared of the bears and snakes and even the coyotes that are around here. Well, whoever has my daughter, I pray and hope that they have not harmed her and they bring her back to us safe and sound.
I mean, go to the FBI, the police, and
Okay, that's her father, Don Wells, which he has a criminal record. The mother has a criminal record. And the older brother has a criminal record.
clear it up. Oh, it seems kind of elusive.
It's really strange that I've never seen this truck and I've never heard of it until just recently. But I wish they would come forward and explain themselves. I mean, if you're not a suspect, at least come forward and say what you've seen.
Is there any tears? Do you see them looking like they're really distraught? Seriously, are there any tears? It looks like somebody stole their horse or their puppy or something. There is no tears. There is no nothing from these people. Maybe I'm missing it. Maybe I'm seeing something differently, but I don't see anything.
She was a tomboy. I shaved my head. She wanted to have her head shaved like me and the boys did.
She tried to shave her head
She tried
in
to
the
shave her head
back and make
herself.
it. I think you can see it in some of the pictures, and it was getting out of control. So we decided to shave her head off and let it grow back long, and she shaved her head to so she wouldn't feel bad, and but but it didn't bother her at this point. Well, I knew right away that she was abducted I knew that right away, and that's what I told them from the beginning. But they have to go through their, you know, I forget the word.
Investigation.
They have to do one step at a time, I guess. But I'm sorry that they had to spend so many man hours in these woods and everything. I've seen them limping and everything else.
This man said he's sorry that they have to go through all of this. He's talking about the people that are looking for his daughter. I don't care if their legs were broken. They will be crawling and looking for my daughter. And he's sorry they have to go through all of this.
I feel for them. I just wish there was a way that neighbors could search neighbors' houses, and then if they're not willing, get a search warrant or something. But there's just no way you can search every single house, in the eastern United States or whatever. But I wish there was a way. Just thankful for the person or persons that's doing that, out of love, trying to get information and trying to get her found. And we thank them from the bottom of our
It
hearts.
means a lot.
And we thank everybody who's trying so hard and praying so hard. She's an awesome young lady, and we just want her back. Yeah, there's always going to be haters, and it's always going to be that way in this world. And we just want to focus on the good friends and Christian people that are trying to help us and praying for us and praying for Summer. And we thank them from the bottom of our hearts. And that's the kind of people we try to relate with and socialize with. So we don't know anything about, no red truck, or we hardly know many of our neighbors. I mean, because we just try to be around good people. I mean, and we do have good people in this.
So he doesn't know any of his neighbors. They try to be around good people. So is he trying to say that their neighbors aren't good? But he does know some good people. Yeah, okay.
Sure, we found out since this has all happened. We got some real good neighbors and good folks everywhere. But
The most important thing is to bring Summer home safe. I'm sorry that you feel this way about us, but we love our children with everything we have. We've never went without, thanks to Summer's daddy and my husband. He's always provided for us and has worked as much as he could and can and still is. And I'm sorry that you guys feel that way, but that's my baby, and nobody would ever treat her like that as long as I was around, ever.
she loves to she loves to dance. She would always want me. She says, "Daddy, hold my hand so I can twirl," and she would just like to twirl and twirl and twirl until my arm got tired. But and I put out there that one of Summer's favorite songs was Godzilla, and they say, and they're jumping all over me about past tense was, well, I'm sorry about that. It's just,
She also liked the song by New Breed. It was called House.
Okay, guys, let's just get into this really quick because I'm really getting disgusted right now. So Don Wells, which you see sitting there with the mother Candace, he has been convicted of multiple violent felonies and served prison time for drugs and burglaries in Arkansas, Utah, and Texas. This was in the 90s and the early 2000s, okay? He was cited for numerous parole violations. The mother, Candace Bly, has a criminal record in the state of Wisconsin. And the most recent one is a guilty plea for domestic abuse, and that was in 2003, okay? The older brother, his name is also Don Wells. He is a convicted, I'm going to say that again. He is a convicted child molester. He is registered as a sex offender in Utah. He's committed sex crimes against children. Now, at the time of her disappearance, he is said to be in Utah, so that means that he wasn't at their property in Tennessee. I told you once before that Rosemarie Bly, who is Candace Wells' sister, she disappeared in August of 2009. The police found her car in a truck lot 5 days later in Grantsburg. And that was 15 miles from where she was going, which her destination was supposed to be Cushing. Okay, so they're looking for witnesses the day of Summer's disappearance. They're saying that a person believed to be driving a late 1990s maroon or red Toyota Tacoma with a full-size ladder rack and white buckets in the bed. That's supposed to be the vehicle that was seen. The individual is not a suspect, is what the Tennessee Bureau of Investigations is stating, but they do want to talk to him or her. Don't know if it's a man or a woman. They're asking if anybody has information to please dial 1-800-TBI-FIND. I'm going to put that link in the description as well. Summer was 3 feet tall. She weighs 40 pounds, and you heard them say that she had close cropped hair. Now, you got to remember, the dad also has been, oh my God, this is just, these people making me so mad. The dad, who had a restraining order against him for domestic violence against the mother, and they were granted an order of protection. The mother said he drinks too much and he throws things. She was afraid of being hurt. She says he was abusive physically and mentally towards her. She says she was afraid for herself and her children. She feared that he would hurt them. So she was staying on a camper on the property. A week later, she dropped the domestic charge. And they appear, as we see them sitting there, that they are together. But again, the man, and then when he was arrested, when she got the order, he was arrested drunk driving in his driveway. Okay, he was reeking of alcohol, and he had a pistol in his glove box, which, as a convicted felon, you're not allowed to possess a pistol. So this is what I'm saying. There's something wrong here. I don't know. I can't figure it out. Something just doesn't seem right to me. Let's finish playing this interview.
My house, she's done that a lot of times when I play it on the TV. She loved to dance.
She liked to think of herself as a princess, and and all that, like all young girls do. And,
She loved Frozen. She loved to be that Elsa.
And I think she really loved to be in church because she felt a lot of love there. And I think you can't explain what that love is, but you feel it and you know it, when you're young. And she felt that there, and she loved everybody in that church, or she loves everybody in that church. I should rephrase that because they'll tear that apart as past tense, and I apologize again for that. I hope she gets to come home, and I hope she gets to be with our church family again.
Her best friend in that church was Robin. She loved her to death.
She looked up to
When
women that were.
she come to that church, she went looking for Robin. That was her favorite person.
Any woman that was professional,
Was
that
pretty,
yeah,
beautiful.
she looked up to those kind of women. They were the word I'm looking for. I can't think of it, but she looked up to them. She'd give them a run for their money every day. She'd give them a run for their money, and there was times, we'd be, that our boys like, don't do this, don't do that. And next thing you know, the stick would come up and just whop them, and it'd be like, Summer, don't do that.
Summer was the boss of the family.
She,
She
Notice how she keeps saying was. They keep saying was. They're saying was like she's no longer here, like they know she's no longer here. First, they said that they want her back. Now they keep saying was, and it's making me mad. Every time I watch this, I get mad.
Typical girl.
When they get out of line, she put them in line.
She do her best.
She loved to play in the mud and the water and swing on her swing and enjoy dirt.
When I run the lawnmower around, she would run behind me. When the boys run their bikes around, she as fast as that little bike could go, she would be behind them running and keeping up with them, no problem. She loved to run. She just loved to run, and she could pull herself up on that swing, her full body weight with her two hands, and she could do that. None of the other boys can do that, but she can.
Was she in school yet?
No,
No.
she's going this year.
This was supposed to be her first year.
She's
She's
been.
kindergarten.
We did all the what?
I took care of everything.
Yeah.
I had her already taken all of her shots and registered in the school for ready for this year.
I just never expected for anyone to get a hold of my heart like she has, because I try to guard my heart as much as I can, but she holds my heart in her little hands. I love her with all my heart. I'd do anything to have her back. If there's any way you can find it in your heart to please release her somehow. I don't know how you might do that. I mean, you're probably scared of going to prison for the rest of your life and everything else, I'm sure. But please find it in your heart, have mercy, and
Want to just add here that he says during his time in prison that he read the Bible intently, and he found God there and he wanted to change. Speaking of the dad who's talking now. So during the stretch he served, he found God. Okay. And let's just continue on with this because maybe I'm just seeing things differently. But guys, please leave me comments and let me know what you see and what you think, because I feel something is desperately wrong with these two people. My feelings, just my feelings.
find a way of letting her go, and where we can get her back. And just please have mercy on her, and you know, and us, and her brothers. And she's such a loving, good spirit. Please don't hurt her. Please let her come home.
She's been missing for 2 weeks now. 2 weeks. This little girl has been missing for 2 weeks, and they're scaling back looking for her. So I'm thinking that they have an idea or they're getting suspicious, but they're scaling back. So it's not a full blown um, alert. I think they, oh, I hate to say this. This makes me sick at my stomach. Let's finish this.
But she's my biggest fear is, her being tormented or locked in a dungeon or basement or something, because she loved to be outside all the time. That was her, unfortunately, her downfall. 'Cause a lot of times the boys would be inside and we'd be like, "Where's Summer? Why'd you leave her out there alone? Go get Summer now." And that's happened over and over again. And we'd come out and she would always be close by, but we was always coming up. She had to be outside. She was an outdoor person.
She loved to be outside.
And I'm so afraid that she's locked away. She's such a loving heart and everything, and I'm afraid that she won't be able to, blocked away where she can't be outside or play with a puppy or anything. Love nature, and that's my greatest fear, that she's not able to do any of these things anymore, or that she could possibly, I don't want to think she's dead, but it's a possibility. I don't want to address all the negativity. I just want to focus on the positive,
And find her
because
daughter.
it's so easy to get lost in that negativity and stuff, and it's just not worth it. So I'm just I appreciate y'all for the good things you say and your prayers. That's awesome.
When mom and sister went missing, I was in between Arkansas and Tennessee.
Remember, her sister, Rose, went missing in 2009. Haven't found her, found her car, haven't found her sister. So this is the second family member that's gone missing in this family.
I don't know all of what happened or what did happen, but I hope that they find her too and bring her home safely too.
Yeah, there's nothing. I mean, she disappeared without a trace. They haven't found anything. Haven't found a body. Nothing. And when you see cases like that, that's why I lose hope on Summer. I want to keep hope, but sometimes I just I lose hope, and I think, well, maybe we won't never see her again. So I start thinking in past tense. Sorry, but I'm trying to keep hope up. I'm trying to keep my prayers up and all that.
Okay, guys. He said that he's trying to keep hope there, and I hope he does. But 2 weeks and you're acting like somebody came by and stole your tractor. And I hate to say that. But again, Summer Wells is 3 foot tall, 40 pounds. She's been missing for almost 2 weeks. So guys, I'm going to put the information in the description. If anyone has any information, or if you can share the video, I and have them reach out and call. I'm just disgusted by this, but I really, really appreciate you guys being here. I have 2 other updates that I'm working on right now, and I will be uploading those as well. Thank you all. Have a very blessed and productive, safe day. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.